Hey guys, welcome back. New location. Once again, I am determined to make filming in this room even possible. So we are standing now, which I kind of like. I'm going to try not to shift around too much because I'm very expressive when I talk. So today's video, as you've probably seen by the title, which I don't even know what I'm going to title it, but this is a random video. I have lots of random things to talk about. Makeup, obviously. Food, obviously. Drinks, obviously. So welcome if you are new. This video is the epitome of Chelsea Garay. I am a very random person. I have a lot of random thoughts that spew out of my mouth at any given time. And so I was putting on my makeup today. Actually, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now. I was just feeling the need to go and play in makeup, and I love how my makeup turned out. And I was using these products as I'm getting ready, and I'm like, I have some things to say about these. I don't necessarily want to include them in a favorites or put it in a separate video. I wanted to share that wine with you. I have some other things I wanted to talk about. This is it. We are doing a random video. If you like this idea, thumbs up this video, share this video, let me know down in the comments, and I most certainly can throw together a random video at any point in time. We're going to try this wine together though. This is the Sauvignon, well, not technically, but maybe you have this lying around. Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, the Marble region, which is my favorite. And this one is called Oyster Bay. It looks like this. Let's crack this open and get this video rolling. I am on a white wine streak. Such a satisfying sound. That sound is up there for me with fresh coffee being brewed, the sound of coffee, the smell of coffee being brewed, the sound of wine being poured. Cheers. Yep. It's good. I'm going to start off with the foundation because that just seems like a great place to start. I bought this foundation and I think I did a full review on it. Did I? I can't remember. All I know is I put it on again today and I'm like, gosh darn, this is a seriously full coverage foundation in its drugstore. It is the Maybelline Full Coverage Long Lasting, Super Stay 24-hour wear. I have the shade 120, which is an ivory shade, classic ivory. It's kind of dark for an ivory, if you ask me. It matches me really well now. Now, about 2 months ago, it was a little bit dark, but this is like seriously full coverage. I'm not sure how you would like this if you have dry skin, however, because as I'm blending it out with a brush, I wanted to mention, because when I have a really full coverage foundation, I do like to use a beauty sponge, but I just really wasn't feeling it today, and I felt like using a brush. And so I dug out this Sephora Pro Rouge brush that you got if you were, spent $1,000 in a calendar year. They send you this nifty little tiny baby-sized brush, which honestly, I like the shorter handled brushes for traveling because I do a lot of that. But I do like that it's like, you got a little, I hold my brushes kind of tight anyway, so I don't have a wobbly handle to try to control. But this is the brush in its full size. I've had this for several years. I bought this a long time ago. I think it says the number 56 on it. Yes, so this is it's the same brush, essentially, is what I'm trying to show you. I have it in its full size. This is the baby counterpart. Really like this brush. I like the shape of it. I like the size of it. It's not flat either, which I enjoy because I have kind of deep crevices in and around my nose area. And what I do is I don't use a brush this way where you're swiping it. I kind of like to buff. I do small little circular motions like the dentist tells you to brush your teeth, or at least I tell my children to do that. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. But I really like how this brush applied this foundation. So, if you're in the market for a very full coverage drugstore foundation, this will be it for you. I think the shade range, I believe it was pretty good on this. At least I was able to really Sorry, my kids are screaming. This is a risk. It's truly a risk for me to film when my children are home. Okay, let's insert some food because food makes me happy. We are foodies. I use that term. I don't know. We just like to eat. I guess that could be titled a foodie. We enjoy really great quality food, but we also enjoy crap quality food like we did last night. We just love food. We love to eat. And I feel like my husband and I, we like to find really good restaurants at every place that we move to. So that's one of the cons about being military family and getting to move around and start your life over every few years is that you get the opportunity to try new restaurants. And I'm not here to talk about restaurants. I'm here to talk about an item that I bought at the grocery store that tastes like it was made in a fine dining restaurant. It tastes amazing. And the first time I bought this, we ate the entire container in no time. So what I'm going to be doing tonight with this is I'm going to be stuffing some chicken breasts. I'm going to bread them in panko breadcrumbs, pan fry them, and then finish them off in the oven. But this, you need to buy it. You need to buy it. You need to try it. If you're going to have people over, or if you just are feeling the need for something absolutely delicious, you might need to restrain yourself from eating the whole container. But you know what? We've done it. It's okay. You'll be okay. Alouette garlic and herbs soft spreadable cheese. It's so good. It's actually ridiculously good. And let me also tell you, I have a dairy allergy, but I still consume probably way too much dairy. I just deal with it. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be all bloated and gassy, but my husband's used to this. And so this stuff is absolutely delicious. How do we eat it? With a spoon. I would recommend that. So we're going to stuff chicken tonight, but I do buy these little tiny, like, buttery crackers. They're really cute. They're like bite-sized, and we just dip it in there and just consume. It's so good. I can safely say if you buy this, try it and let me know, but you're going to love it. They do have other flavors. I've only bought the garlic and herbs because I love garlic and I love fresh herbs, and so bada bing, bada boom, this was the choice. So by the time this video goes up, I believe the Nordstrom anniversary sale should be going on, and I'm thinking about doing a recommendations video based upon what I purchased in the past from Nordstrom and things that I bought last year at the Nordstrom anniversary sale. Let me know if that is a yes, and I will definitely do it. I'm leaning more towards doing it anyways, just because there's some things I've bought that I really would recommend. Maybe I should include things I don't recommend. I don't know. I thought I would just throw together a video, but I'm talking about that because I bought these earrings at the last year's Nordstrom anniversary sale, and at this point in time when I'm filming this, before the sale even starts, I'm not sure if they'll be included, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because I love these earrings. They are by Nadri. These ones are gold. They come in also silver and rose gold. And they are called the inside out hoop. So they have stones on the outside of the hoop here, but they also have stones right back here. So when you're looking at someone head on wearing these, it looks like there's stones all the way, like it's encrusted in stones, but it's really not. They're very lightweight. I do not like hoops that do this to your ears because I mean, I see people wearing hoops that are this heavy and I just feel bad for their ears, and I'm like, aren't you getting a headache? Like, I'm prone to headaches anyways, but like earrings that make my ears sag like that, I don't like them. So these are nice and lightweight. They're not fully enclosed. They're just really easy to wear. I'm just wearing a t-shirt today because, I mean, I really wasn't intending on doing anything. So I thought fun bun and hoop earrings. It always makes you look a little bit fancy when you really aren't. So these earrings, if they are on sale, definitely snag them. But I would even pay full price for these because I love them that much. In fact, I've restricted and restrained myself for a year to see if they're included in this year's sale to pick them up at the sale price instead of the full price. But if they aren't, I'm going to snag up another pair in silver because I love these. I like that they're a gold that's not such a yellow undertone either, because with my skin tone, I'm more neutral undertoned. I wear gold jewelry and silver jewelry. I like them both. I like rose gold. I just like jewelry. But I think there's certain tones in the gold that make it look a little bit more like fancy. Like if it's super yellow, you can tell it's probably just like an earring you bought at Walmart. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like it just looks a little bit more expensive, but it really wasn't, kind of thing. Okay, we're gonna move on. My mouth can get me into so much trouble. Sometimes your greatest gift can also be your greatest weakness, right? So these lashes, every time I wear them in person, I feel really like self-conscious because they're huge. They're so huge. But when I wear them on camera, you guys are like, oh, what lashes are those? They're amazing. So it must look better on camera than in person. These are House of Lashes Pixie Luxe. And you know, when you're ordering lashes online, you can't really get a feel for how big they are, and everyone's eye shape is different and eye size is different. These are so glamorous, however, that they make me feel I feel very princess-like when I wear my hair up on the top of my head like this. It's actually really greasy, but we're just gonna disguise it. But anyway, so I wanted to mention these eyelashes to you because if you're looking for something ever so glamorous, these might be it for you. They're very long and fluffy. I don't know. And my brows, oh, Okay, so I grabbed the wrong colored eyebrow pencil today, so if they're a little bit more red, it's because I use the shade Chocolate. I normally use the shade Medium Brown, but when I wear my hair up like this, I like to go a little bolder with the brows because I feel like it takes up a little bit more of my forehead because my forehead's like forever long. So between bronzing my forehead and making my brows bigger, I feel like it sculpts out my face a little bit more. A few tricks I've learned. All right, let's talk about this. All right, so I think I recently talked about this in a video that I did with my daughter, but I just wanted to give it a shout out again because I have been enjoying it. It is by MAC. It's the Pro Sculpting Powder. It's called Emphasize. It's basically a very, it's a pressed powder. It's very light. It's like a barely there powder really, but it really brightens the under eye area. So if you're looking for a setting powder that's going to double up as an eye brightener, or maybe you have a setting powder that you love already, but you wanted to just throw some sort of light powder under there to kind of brighten up if you have darkness or lack of sleep or whatever, or even just like a matte face highlighter, try this. These you can buy in a compact, but this is like a refill. It just comes with a magnet, and I throw it in my little Z palette here that has a highlighter, blush, and then this little powder. And I just keep it in my powder drawer, and I find I'm reaching for this because it's really simple. And once I grab this little Z palette out, then I already have my highlighter and blush too. I'm not like goo goo gaga over it, but I do really like how it brightens the under eye area. Woo-wee! Okay. So we have you zoomed in because I want to show you what eyeshadow I used today. So I grabbed the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I like this. I actually really like the original Tartelette, and it's because they're all matte and they're leaning more on the cool spectrum when we're talking undertones and eyeshadows. And I know YouTube and just most people in general like the warm undertoned eyeshadows. And that's really a personal preference. Maybe it depends on your skin undertone. I like both. I love cool toned eyeshadows and I still love my warm tones, but warm tones to a point. Like when we get to that really orange undertone, I just don't gravitate towards it as much. It's not an everyday look for me. So I love the Tartelette palette, but the Tartelette in Bloom does have a slight hint of more, let's see, because it's so reflective, it's really hard to show you. So today I used most of these shades, and I tend to do that when I do my eyeshadow. So you have some matte shades. This one's kind of shimmery. It's not as metallic on the eyes as I'd like it to be. It's kind of lackluster, but then this one's kind of metallic-y, and so is this one, and the rest are matte. But today I basically used just, you know, your basic neutrals over here. I threw this in my crease, and the darkest color I have is this. It's like a really dark brown with a hint of burgundy. It almost like blends out to be not as burgundy as I'd like it to be. I love a matte burgundy shade, but it kind of just comes off like a really dark brown. So I just use this. I think I might have even did this. And honestly, when I was doing my eyes, I had one brush in my hand for the first 4 shades that I used. I'm like, I should probably change my brush. But I like to just kind of haphazardly blend everything together. And because they're, you know, just a step up or down in tone, it just works and it just blends all together. So that is what is mainly on my eyes. And then because this Funny Girl shade, which is pretty, I just wasn't getting as much pop out of it as I wanted. It was more of like a smooth sheen, and I wanted a little bit more brightness, which I'll swatch it. I grabbed the Urban Decay Single Shadow in Midnight Cowboy, which has a little bit of sparkle to it. And it will fall down onto your face because I did have a sparkle I had to wipe away. I'm not the biggest fan of Urban Decay eyeshadows in general. They're mattes. I really struggle blending. So that's what's on my lid over the top of Funny Girl. But you can see how Funny Girl would be great for like every day because it just kind of blends into my skin. But this was what I was looking for. This lip combo. It is Lancome's Ideal, which I talk to death about here on my channel. And then my lipstick is Viva Glam 2. And so I think you can still get Viva Glams. I hope so. If not, Modesty by MAC is kind of similar. It's like a pinky brown neutral color, but you mix it with Ideal and it's like perfection. I did dab a little bit of a Chanel gloss over the center, something that was similar in tone to the MAC lipstick, the Viva Glam, which I didn't even grab the lipstick or the lip liner, but I talk about them all the time. I will link them below just so you know what they are. This combo I think is a very good nude if you're not into those really light nudes, if you're into something that's just a little bit more, you know, like lip colored. I I guess when I think of a nude, for me, it's more like lip colored versus like skin colored. Because if you put this color lipstick on my lips, I instantly look like you need to give me CPR. So the last thing that I wanted to share with you was a gift I received recently. And I don't think she'll mind that I'm sharing it because it's just such a wonderful gift. It's such a wonderful book. Just everything about it. It's perfect for your tabletop. Okay, we'll just get into it. I just wanted to share it because I think, especially at this time of year, the colors, to display it on your coffee table, and those of you who love cooking or don't love cooking, maybe you want to get more into cooking, or maybe you want to learn how to cook vegetarian because you're not familiar, which I am not, and my friend is a vegetarian, and I'm like, well, what do you cook? Like, I get stuck. My husband loves meat, and I like have to cook meat for him. But she bought me this book, you guys. This is stunning. So it's called The Forest Feast Gatherings, Simple Vegetarian Menus for Hosting Friends and Family. So this is what the outside of the book looks like. I mean, don't you just want to eat that? Everything about this is so me also because I love food and I love color and I love fruits and vegetables. And I love that they used all, like how she displays all of her food is on old-fashioned china, and it's also simply done. She decorates with like her wildflower garden or her local flowers that she picks up, which I'm always buying local flowers to decorate my home. And so anyways, it also gives you ideas on how to decorate, when to do things. It's all fully written out. The recipes are just stunning. The photos are all very nature inspired, very colorful. Everything is just like natural, like, and simple. It doesn't have to be difficult. The recipes are all very easy. I mean, cheese and apples, come on. And the lady who does this also does watercolors. Some people, I tell you what, they have so many incredible talents. So like the background of all the papers are like some of her artwork, and when she entertains, she does it all outside in her deck, very simply. So don't think that, oh my gosh, people are coming over, I need to refinance my home in order to host them. You know, it really just needs to be simple. Just do what you normally do, but, you know, maybe add in some flowers, or, you know, maybe people are coming over and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, and like they eat a certain way. I mean, look at, and there's cocktails in here. Look at that. This is called Berry Time Punch, but doesn't that just look Christmassy too? I mean, it just looks stunning and so simple. So the fact that I have an herb garden this year and she bought me this, I'm sharing it because I think so many of you would love this book. If anything, even if you don't cook, it makes a beautiful centerpiece on your coffee table. But it's a nice hardcovered book. The pages are beautifully sturdy. And so thank you, Sherilyn, for this gift. And I'm sharing it because, like I said 100 times, it's stunning. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do you like this setup? I'm determined to film in here to be able to leave my equipment up so the lighting is consistent. I'm going to have to figure out for Get Ready With Me videos, because I don't really do tutorials. It's more like chit-chat, Get Ready With Me, how we're going to do the setup. It's just going to have to work. I miss having a filming room, and I just was overtaking my stuff up and down, and I wanted to have some sort of consistency with lighting. Once my kids are back in school too, we'll be back into some sort of schedule. Now, I have been uploading 3 videos a week now, but I feel a little out of my element because it's always like rushed to do it while they're here, my children, and I want to put them first anyways. But there's also the flip side of that where mommy can get 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you like this style video, and we will definitely do more. Cheers, have a great night, and we will chat very soon. Bye guys.